All right, so the parents are going back and forth about what you should and should not wear when it comes down to dropping your kids off to school or standing at the bus stop. And coming from a parent who take their child to school, sometimes me and my daughter be running late, and I will wear my robe. Like, I will wear my robe or whatever inside to sign her up, like sign her into school. Now, this back and forth particular is a mom that is at the bus stop, and she has on some red shorts with a shirt, but she is heavy set and she has a big bottom area, like it's huge, and she's at the bus stop, but from the side angle, it got the cheek side, you know, they up her thighs, and it's not presentable. And they saying that, you know, yeah, the mom responded and said those was not underwear. Those was Nike Pro. Either way it goes, it's too much. Like, you gotta cover up. You could have threw on a robe. You could have put on, you know, some pajamas. You could have did anything other than what you did when it comes down to taking your baby to school, because that's embarrassing with your whole bottom eye. But that's just my take on it. What do y'all think about this in the comments? Are y'all dropping y'all kids off however you wake up, because it's giving got straight out of bed and went to the bus stop? Or are y'all going to at least make sure you're presentable? And if you got to end up taking your baby to school to get them there, you will. Let's talk about this in the comments.
Yeah, I'm just going to talk about this whole clip, man. It's giving me bum vibes. And the only time that this really, we really only see issues with this when it comes to females. Like, dudes just get up and wear a tank top. It's a little bit easier for us. Throw on some joggers, throw on some basketball shorts, throw on some slides, throw on a t-shirt. It's easier to move. But I guess for some reason, y'all women don't have enough time to throw on the same thing damn near, bro. Like, let's just talk about it. You wearing a robe to go check your child in, still not presentable. Nah, I don't agree with that either. You wearing damn near tight, high wearing shorts to the bus stop and picking your kids up. It's definitely unpresentable. But let's just talk about this in a way. School is a place for education, right? Would you wear this to college? All right, would you wear this if you were the teacher? Would you wear this? You know, if you went to high school, would they allow that? You know, if you were a student, would you wear this to a lawyer's office? So a place where they just work on law as a profession? Would you wear this to a hospital? So like, as you're getting checked in. So these are some of the things that I have to say. It's just because you're being lazy and you can't spend 2-3 extra minutes to throw on a t-shirt or some joggers or some shorts. You know, you're really out there, and a lot of these women know what they're wearing. They don't care, and they probably don't even care about the comments that we leave. But at the end of the day, put on some better effort. That's all I'm saying. Do it for the kids, bro. We know you don't care about yourself and self-esteem, but do it for the kids' self-esteem and what people and other kids are gonna say about them when they're playing around in the play yard.
Almost got some action over there. He got some action.
If that truck is knocking, if that truck is rocking, don't come knocking.
Action over there.
Oh yeah, he tanned it up, bro.
Let's see in
and his wife. We know what that is.
Oh boy, got some action.
Hey, look, that boy is not messing around. We know that ain't his wife. They call them things lot lizards.
Number 3 is throwing me off.
Why so?
Because the shoes do not match the ass.
Nah, she is thick though, like that motherfucker come out.
Yeah, so I don't know if that might be an African descent.
Yo, I don't get this part, dog. Like, I don't get it. Like, this is a hell of a game show, bro. Bro denied her because her shoes didn't match the hip and gat area. Let's put it like that. Ain't no way in hell. Look at this. Take a look at this. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at this. Match it. All of them just don't make no sense, dog. We judging them off the leggings. They all got leggings. I gotta watch the full clip of this one, dog. This is probably gonna be a fun game show.
If you care about someone, you should care about how you made them feel. Even if in your eyes, it's not a valid reason to be upset. You can disagree with the action being disrespectful and still apologize for the way that action made someone else feel. Because that is another human being who has different experiences, they have different trauma triggers, and they feel things differently than you do. And obviously coming to someone and saying, hey, this action that you did hurt me, that's not a conversation most people want to have. That's a very vulnerable place to be in. Because it's giving an opportunity for a disagreement. And so someone coming to you and saying, hey, this action that you did kind of hurt me. That's a very vulnerable and real thing. That's them being honest with you, which you have to respect, whether you agree with it or not. So you don't even necessarily have to apologize for the action itself, but at least apologize for the feeling that it caused.
Hey, look, I really put this clip in here because, man, it just kind of just goes through life, man. If we really want to just, you know, take that little clip and really apply that to life, man, a lot of times, you know, I grew up in a restaurant background, and the first thing we always say is like, I'm sorry. It wouldn't even be our fault, you know, as a server, bartender, you know, as a manager, like, hey, look, I'm sorry, you know. But at the end of the day, I kept saying it so much, I was like, man, this is becoming a habit to where when I'm in civilian life or I'm off the clock and I just so happen to just bump into somebody or just cut someone off in the walking lane, I'm like, I'm sorry. Look, you don't necessarily have to be sorry for everything. You just got to acknowledge people's feelings sometimes, right? And so as men, we do a bad job at really acknowledging feelings. Let's just put it like that, dog. We the worst ones, dude. But I can honestly say, if you start exercising acknowledgement, not being apologetic, wrong A word, acknowledgement, it can definitely take you to the next level in life, and especially in your relationships and your friendships, even your work relationships. Just like, look, I acknowledge I hurt your feelings. I am going to take that into account in the future. You don't even have to say I'm sorry.
I almost lost my husband for the lack of respect that I showed him in our relationship. I grew up around women who I believed were not respectful towards men. They got loud, always were fighting. And for me, I always said I would never do that to my spouse. When I got married to Vincent, I worked very hard to make sure I never did those things. And in my mind, that correlated as I respect him. And it wasn't until we kept arguing and we kept fighting, and the one thing that he would bring up and say, you don't respect me. And in my mind, I'm like, but I do respect you. Like, I thank him for his grace and his patience with me as I have learned, and I am still learning what respect look like. But as a woman, I've also learned that we can't come into a relationship with a man and do it based on even what we feel like we've healed from or what we've learned from past relationships. We have to really take the time to listen to that man, to truly understand what he desires and what his image of something is, instead of taking it offensively as, well, what we do is not good enough. A lot of men who are emotionally intelligent know what they want. They just have to feel and understand that we come from a humble place and we care about learning what something looks like to them. And if that man truly sees you as his purpose partner, he will be empathetic to the skills that you have not yet attained, and he will help cultivate you and grow into the woman that you and he desires.
You know, at the end of the day, I liked what she said. You know, you can't apply past situations and past, examples to the man that you're currently dating. Every man is different in a lot of ways. One man might see respect going this way. Another man might see respect going the other way. He might value, you know, peace over respect. All these sort of things, you know, like, so every man is a little bit different. But what is great is that she acknowledges the fact that her past examples from her mom, probably her aunties, her neighbors, how they disrespected men, you know, they grew up and they became normalized almost. And it's like, man, they supposed to argue, you know, like, hey, look, let's just be honest. When's the last time you was in a relationship where they said, you know, grown adults argue, you know, husband and wife argue. That's just, it happens sometimes. But sometimes, how often is sometimes? Is sometimes every day, 2-3 times a day? You know, what is your definition of sometimes, right? And it don't have to be sometimes. It can be very once in a while. It can be almost every blue moon. But the moment, you know, you come to that realization that you can't do things that what you've seen before in the past with new relationships, it doesn't work when you do it, and you realize that and you start changing things up, that's when things can get better.
Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Derek. I'm 31. I popped my balloon because you are very attractive. But this sounds very weird. And don't judge, because you're giving it already. I like my man a little, like a splash of ugly. I think you're like a really pretty boy, which is good, but it's just not my type. That's it. That's a compliment though. Like, you look really good,
he took that on the chin.
I like my man a little more grungy, maybe. Grungy. Very polished.
Okay.
But don't take it bad at all. You look good.
Okay.
Okay. So is she someone that's your type?
No.
Okay. And why not?
Just because you don't look like you work out, to be honest. That's I forgot to say it, but that is one of my deal breakers. I want somebody who lives a healthy lifestyle. Okay. I used to be a personal trainer, so that's big for me. Like, even if you're not in the gym, I need you eating right or something, or, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's not, we don't we're not on the same frequency with that.
Totally fine, but I work out 5 times a week and I'm vegan. But I get it. You're looking for a certain type. So.
Okay, all right. All right.
We both looking for something.
Well, if we going on first impressions, and for all intents and purposes of the show, that's what I would see, right? Okay. So. All right.
Thank you.
Damn, bro. He was not ugly enough for her. She wanted someone with a little rugged. Bro, women are just the most confusing thing in the world. You want a man to look good, but also be ugly at the same damn time. I'm confused. She's probably under the impression that, you know, the same thing that goes for women, like, I mean, men and women. She probably doesn't want to be with this man because he's probably considered a playboy, because he's look good, he dresses good, he carries himself well. But at the same time, when they go with the ugly dude, they kind of treat him like he's less attractive. You get what I'm saying? And wind up most likely cheating on this man with a more attractive man in the future. I'm just mind-boggled. I'm mind-boggled at this point.
Can we talk about why people think once you get married, you now can be roommates? You no longer want to be intimate with your partner anymore. You no longer want to plan dates. You no longer want to have a fun relationship. You guys just become roommates. The intimate sessions go further and further apart. Why does this happen? And then why do you get mad, or why are you baffled when your partner cheats? I'm not justifying cheating whatsoever, but you're in a relationship. That is a part of being in a relationship, is being intimate. People don't get married to have a roommate. You want to marry your best friend that you're going to continue building memories with, having that intimate connection. If you are not intimate, kind of difficult to have that next level of connection and bond.
Look, guys, if you're ever in a situation or a marriage or a relationship right now, and you get to a point where you're like, damn, dude, like intimacy is not where it's at. You know, the level is not where it's at anymore. You know, I don't even go on date. You got to start thinking, you know, like, man, what are the things that we used to do that we're not doing? Why? You know, what's blocking that? Is it our schedules? Is it our careers? Do we have kids? Which most likely is always the case. Do we have kids? Do we have working availability? You know, did we make life so comfortable at home that we're content and we're settled? All right. How do we break out that norm? You start by going on dates. You start by talking. You talk about stuff you want to do, and you talk about stuff you don't want to do. And as a partner, you have to respect that. You know, like, you got to hear each other out. And as far as intimacy, don't stop trying. All right. Keep trying, man. Make it be known. You know, like, make it known that you want it all day, every day, all the time. You know, and it's a thing, because I feel like if we don't say it enough, you know, it's never going to happen. You get to this point where I'm tired of saying it. I'm tired of saying, yeah, you know, as men, it just dark. Like, when you run up the wall because you're tired and you're coming home, but you still want to just showcase, like, hey, look, I still want you. That lust for you has never changed. It's always going to be here. Shit, we can go in the room right now. What's up? You know, and keep that same energy ongoing. It's another step, but, you know, actually finding different ways to be romantic, especially in those relationships. If you're 5, 7, even 10 years down the line, you got to get creative with your time, right? Because you start to settle. There's very few relationships, you know, that still had that high energy. And I also just saw a study, read about a study that showed couples that roast one another, make fun of one another, play pranks on one another, and they laugh about it, they actually tend to be happier and stay together longer. Just to let you know.
Why don't men like brunches?
Y'all gotta start coming to these brunches. That's where all the pretty girls be at, literally. With their little colorful outfits. They take their hoodies off, their t-shirts off. And then that's where they be. All the working class women, nice nurses and stuff. Like, y'all be missing out. Y'all gotta start coming to the brunches. Y'all love the gym shoes at night, but y'all don't want to come where the ladies be at, pretty and just ready to mingle. Come on, fellas. Like, I need the fellas, man. What, I'm doing something wrong? I just want to know why men don't be coming to brunches.
I just took away that you're begging men to come hang out with y'all. That's exactly why y'all. That's why you're saying this, because it sounded like to me you're like begging and pleading men to come hang out with you. The men don't care about brunches. All right, we don't. That's football time. It's football time. You talking about going to brunch. We trying to pregame for this 12 o'clock football game. And no, what you're doing wrong, is expecting the man to show up. Not begging the man to come show up to a brunch. You're doing something wrong. That's where you at. That's where you're falling short. You're getting all ready. And as crazy as though y'all getting so ready. All right, you just said everybody's all dressed nice and it's fancy and it's all this, and you're doing it and it's mostly girls. Who are you doing it for? You're doing it to show up the next female. That's exactly what you're doing.
Hazel, okay. Or Hayes, whatever. I don't know. You just say you don't like independent women. I like getting money. I like, you know.
That's great. You can get money.
And at the end of the day, you know, I'm gonna do what I have to do for me, you know.
That's
and
great.
If you have like a problem with that, then it's not gonna work.
For sure.
Would this be somebody that'd be your type?
I mean, no, because I feel like if you are too slow to understand what the I was even saying when I said I don't want an independent woman, because she associated that with her not being able to get money. You can get money and still be a woman that allows your man to lead. If you want to be and you can't just be in a solid relationship where a man is a leader. You want a leader as a man? Yeah. So how you gonna be an independent woman and also let a man lead?
You said you had a problem with independent women.
Because if I'm dealing with an independent woman, I don't need no man, then you're not gonna allow me to lead.
She can still be independent and submissive.
Bro, no.
But you just say you don't like
that. Does not correlate. And why is the other bit back there snapping her neck, flying around in circles? Stop snapping your neck. Y'all.
Look, man, at the end of the day, he's right, dude. That's right. At one point, those two things are going to clash. You want to go out there and do your own thing. I don't need no man. You know, independency has this mindset, and it's usually, I don't need a man to do this. I don't need another person to do this for me, right? But yet you want a man to put you in your place when the time is right. But you also want to go out with your girls and shake cheeks when the time is right for you, too. So which one is it going to be? Are you going to be willing to give up some certain things so you can allow this man to lead and be with you so you can actually have a healthy relationship? Or you're gonna go out there and just shake ass all the time, all right, and just have those one night stands? You just let me know what you want. That's because that's exactly what it seems like. She is probably too young to understand what she really wants. Oh, bro, dude, tacos would have been a face at this point. That's wild behavior right there.
Nigga, stupid ass. Let's see if he gonna snitch on himself.
But you know, did they tell you they got the little car phone feature?
The who?
The feature where it goes on your car, tells you what messages come up.
I'm the one who told you that.
I know. Did you know I could see all the messages and use it without looking at your phone?
Yes. I don't have no messages coming on I was in the store.
You don't probably to your phone now because I read it already.
I didn't receive no messages. What are you talking about?
I
got a missed call. Who?
The text goes to the phone.
About Shia. Who's the Shia?
Oh, so you do know her. I mean, yeah, she was texting you. So I'm just trying to see, like, what's going on.
A who?
So is there anything you need to tell me?
You said a Shia?
Don't go searching for it.
Baby, I don't have no
I blocked the number already. So you can't go searching for it.
Blocked the number? What number?
Why are you going to go search? You going to go tell her that you going to text her later?
Baby, I don't know.
What were y'all talking about?
He needs that proof, man. This
Out of all
allegations
people, you decided to cheat on me with a like, be for real.
Tell me you trolling.
Tell me you trolling.
I don't know no Shia.
That's what I think the name said. It was A something.
Sam Savs,
no, it didn't start with a damn. I didn't say Shia. I said a Shia.
That starts with an A or U.
Well, it started with something. I don't know.
Oh, baby,
just be honest. Come clean, and you won't be in trouble.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you want to cheat and just think that everything you just gonna get in the car and everything just gonna be sweet. You just gonna sip that sweet tea with your sweet ass.
There's something new with you every day, bro. You can go through my phone.
Yeah, matter of fact, don't mind if I do. Let me see. Confiscated. You can't even pronounce it. Confiscated. You don't get the damn phone back. Confiscated.
Confiscated.
Exactly. Meaning you don't got it.
Who are you, my principal, my teacher? Baby, give my phone. I don't text nobody. Be for real.
Stuttering like a cheat master.
I'm not cheating. I don't cheat on you. I have no reason to cheat. Look at you.
Oh, but if you did have a reason to, you would cheat.
You stressing me out, bro.
Oh, now you stressed. Oh, now you stressed.
Baby, stop that, bro. I'm not
texting nobody. Go through my phone if you want to.
My boy's standing on business. Look, at the end of the day, bro, you're going to play I don't know, bro. If you're doing something, you don't know anything. I don't care if they had stuff in front of you. I don't know anything. But at the end of the day, your boy really seems like he was standing on business and wasn't doing anything. All right? And that's, dude, like, women get a sniff of some things, bro, and really just take it off the deep end. Your boy's like, I don't even know who you are. Like, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you're with. Like, dude, what is this all about? Tell me, what's real? You get what I'm saying? Like, you're just being crazy, man. Like, I don't even see who you're talking about. I don't even know who you're talking about. He even caught on to saying that she's possibly trolling. All right, but look, man, if you're really not doing anything, don't just make believe. It almost seemed like he got sucked into the whole process for a second. Glad he's standing on business and being a straight up dude. I ain't know. Good for him.